All right. Shalom, shalom. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well, who rule well, 100% truth of the Bible. You other brothers out there on the highways and byways, and you whole full elect out there, shalom. It's just a quick dream I had. Anyways, I was at the grocery store, getting the usual. It wasn't like a big trip. It was just like, the cart was kind of half full. Something that would normally get like $175 worth of stuff, suddenly in the dream, it was like $358. I don't know why the specific 358, but it was 358. So that's 175, 275, 3, like that's coming up on a $200 increase. That was the quick dream that I had. It was nothing else to it. It was just, I came to the register, I rung up everything, and for the same type of things that I usually get, that might normally cost 175, 200. I don't know. I usually go when I do groceries. Like they're pretty good trips. Like I don't go often, but yeah, man, it was from like 175. It was like 358, and I just remember everyone was ringing up and people were freaking out, like, what's going on? Why is everything so much? And in the dream, I was just kind of like, I knew what was going on. I just kind of looked into my cart and tried to get out of there as fast as I can. I was just kind of like, yep, this is it. Paid for everything, and that was the end of the dream. But just one of those things, like that might not be anything to what compared to what's coming. I mean, that was a $200 increase, but there could be a time where you might just be able to get a few items for the amount of money. It might cost you half a paycheck to get your groceries. I mean, I don't know, but the scriptures talk about. Let me get Revelation 6:6. And I heard what seemed to be a voice in the midst of the four living creatures saying, a quart of wheat for a denarius, and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius, and do not harm the oil or wine. So a denarius, was a Roman a currency, a way of paying the people, which kind of was like a day's wage. Yeah, see, an ancient Roman silver coin originally worth 10 asses. Anyway, it was a way, it was currency, but it was pretty much like worth a day's wage. So, like, can you imagine nowadays with the inflation and it's talking about a loaf, like a quarter bread, a loaf of bread. Like, can you imagine going to the store and you get a couple things, 2 or 3 things, you're talking about $100, whatever, depending on what you make. Like, that's gonna cause problems. Like that's gonna cause chaos. People aren't gonna pay that. Chaos is gonna erupt when you see something like that. You got this. I got this on Google. Somebody was explaining in Revelation 6:6. The writer states that he hears 4 living creatures saying, "A quart of wheat costs a whole day's wage." Out of a quart of wheat, you can make a loaf of bread. In the near future, the way inflation keeps going up, a loaf of bread could cost $200 or a whole day's wage. So if you don't if you don't make a lot, that could be more than a day's wage. Like, and this was back in 2009 when this was written. So, you know, I just wanted to share that, man. Cause somebody like me, like it seems like all I ever do is have to go to work, and like in the dream, I was able to pay for the groceries, but how long can that really last? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. People are gonna lose their minds out here. The water Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. I was blessed with a job even. Something I can, feel I'm not completely broke all the time, but, I'm able to help take care of the family. It's got people out here that are just going to be completely assed out, man. Oh, and same dream. The dream switched over to me being in the bathroom. And this is completely different, but, I go to the bathroom. I turn on the lights, and all the light bulbs go out. It's one of those mirrors that I guess they call it a vanity mirror, but it's one of those with 7 light bulbs running across the top, and they all went out. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well, let me go to Home Depot somewhere, get some more light bulbs. But I was at Home Depot, and I couldn't find any light bulbs. Like, there was no light bulbs. And I felt like in my dream I was walking around searching for them, but they weren't around, or maybe they didn't have any more. I'm not sure, but I don't know if it has something to do with the power grid, where you're not gonna be able to do anything about it. But that was that dream tied on to the food thing. We got Joel 2:28. And it shall come to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy, your old man shall dream dreams, and your young man shall see visions. So, all these dreams tell us something. Also, upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days I'll pour out my spirit, and I will show wonders in heaven and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. You see all these videos where people are seeing the chariots. You're seeing signs in the sky. You're seeing weird things in the sky. The sky is different, changing colors. You had a thunderstorm, some kind of storm the other day. I think it was in Michigan, but the sky was green. Like, it was just obvious green, like something like I've never seen before. Just things like that, man. It's You know, you keep hearing about the meteor. There's always some meteor that's passing by. You know, that's just part of the signs and wonders, and of course the chariots. Like, you can't deny that anymore. Like, people are recording these on their cell phones nowadays. You can't be called a nutcase anymore. You know, now it's like you're a nutcase if you don't believe in it. So, crazy world, man. Things are changing fast. But yeah, I just wanted to share that dream real quick. Things are happening quick, man. Something's gonna go down really quick. And one thing I've noticed, uh, you're at these, you know, some of these gas stations, they're just constantly having problems with the, you know, the credit and debit machines. You know, it always seems to be like an issue. It's almost like they're preparing people for what's coming with this with the implant. You know, they're almost like it feels like they're trying to make it inconvenient to annoy people. Because, you know, people here in the West, they're just impatient. Any little thing like, oh my God, oh. What do you mean it's not working? Ah. That's always funny to me when I see that. And, you know, when they finally, you know, come out with this digital implant, people are so impatient, they're not even going to care. They're just going to run to it. You know, whatever makes things convenient, whatever makes things work. Not even realizing, like, they just sealed their fate. You know, pretty much going to become a robot. But that's a whole nother video. I'll leave it right there, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rekakodash, Wa Abba Abba. Shalom.